I do all the time. Myself. Every once in a while. It will not hurt the movement to be candid with us. Should I say who you are?
I don't recommend it. Yeah, he knows who I am because Greg's told him, mentioned who made that picture in Occupy Vancouver.
Right. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Because we don't really have a green light on him, but it's starting to look a little shaky. This is the pattern I see when I was in trouble when I was a kid between 16 and 18 years old. Like when I told you I stopped people from being hurt and stuff. I was incarcerated, and I saw a certain form of behavior between the people that I was defending and standing up for. And when I asked them a question like this, I'd expect a very quick response, and that's not there. So, it's not looking good. And there was a few other things, like, the Pope thing, right? The paint gun, right? Yeah.
Well, the thing that really irks me though is he said Kevin Annett said that he is sitting on the results, and it's why would somebody sit on the results? So
Yeah, I know. I don't see any motivation to sit on the results unless they're going to be introduced as evidence. And he doesn't want the, what'll happen. Like, in that book, what the hell was that? The Da Vinci Code, they come after the evidence, maybe he's just like, they don't know what he's got. Maybe he doesn't have the results. I think a large amount of this is bluff. Well, are they trying to manifest that? Or are they fucking really disinformation agents? It's so hard to tell who would be a disinformation agent at this point. But I suspect people when they have degrees, because they were able to go through the curriculum. I'll go ahead and confirm. No mistakes were made about the bones. The results are not disclosed because I have been operating under the instructions of our sponsoring Mohawk elders who want the test results kept private until we have some support. There is no reason to placate Renouf or have to respond to his fabrications.
but how are they fabrications? He's catching people in lies, and they're being discredited. Okay, his
No, that's a totally different person. You can't lump Kevin with the other guy. It's like saying when I go into a class action suit with you and everybody else, that if you were fucking wrong, we're all wrong.
Okay, and that's absolutely right. That's why I'm asking for DNA evidence, which he says he has, but is keeping secret.
Okay, well, he says, here, I'll just cut and paste his quote. Talking selection. And I'll come up to that one. Oh. Where's Ryan now? Get to Ryan's chat thing. Fuck this stupid fucking thing. Everything we do on this fucking computer doesn't work. It jumps around like the fucking thing. The cursor. Now I want to talk on there, right there. And it looks like I have messages. I got 2 more from Kevin now. Here. Oh. Aha. Please post this widely. Is that the one I got on email?
Yeah.
I already saw it, yeah.
Well, actually.
So yeah, we're right now. You're on one side and I'm on the other. It's sort of like, because I can't give up on this guy in case he's real. Number one, I just don't see him as being an agent. Like my feelings, I've seen him sort of do some things that made me think about it. Like, maybe. But so is everybody else I've ever done any activism with. They're always like, it's really hard to tell if You know, people like all this stuff has been insidiously generated to fuck us over near the end. It's order out of chaos. Like when we start chewing at each other, like we're right now biting the tail feathers off of Kevin. We don't know. I don't see him as a minion. I don't see the angle. He's exposing the church and the queen as what they are, parasites.
Isn't Occupy doing that though too? Isn't that what decolonization's all about? Giving the queen the boot?
I don't know about that. They're not talking about the church at Occupy. They wouldn't even take our flyers.
Because Occupy's got its own church.
Here's the other contradiction. Occupy isn't close with Kevin. He tried to get them to talk about and go into the church and stuff, and Renouf said that he stopped everybody.
Well, did he?
I
don't know.
He manipulated Ricky into going in there. Ricky got killed, right? So he manipulated Ricky into doing that. So that's what'll happen if you stand beside Kevin. I think he's an agent. Like Renouf.
Well, one of them might be an agent, but I mean, it's just a matter of who. Like, wouldn't an agent be really good at making it look like they're not? Because I stand by Renouf. He just posted an article exposing Occupy Vancouver, lying about Agenda 21.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if he does a bunch of things and he keeps us looking at, like, guessing. So I don't know about Kevin. I don't want to fry him yet because I don't see a green light. I don't see any proof. And I want to give him.
But that's where I have the problem. I don't see any proof. I need to see proof, and he's sitting on it. Like
the thing is that anyone can slander anyone. Like all they got to do is dig up my past and say, "Oh, Alex used to be a tattoo artist and a biker or something." And then what? You know? Well, how does that make any fucking difference? You know? So don't trust him. Well, I'm not asking for donations anyway, and actually. In my function, I'm not even doing anything that really needs to give me any credibility. I'm not asking for any. I'm just trying to warn people of what's coming. And because I've made it my business to study it, and I'm going to get killed for saying what I'm saying sooner or later, you know? I mean, we have near fatal experiences all the time in this family. Our throats close shut when we're trying to go to sleep. When we're eating, we choke on food because of electronic impulse. Our hearts, well, mine anyway, is being torn. Aiden's squeezed up all the time. Marianne Hennon was killed with directed energy on Werner Bach's farm. Werner Bach had David Amos living with him when we met him. David fucking got all the injured workers and auto accident patient payments over the last, say, 3 or 4 years killed or robbed and crippled that would have been able to show this was happening. And then finally someone comes along and says, okay, we're going to do this. And it's a good thing. We're like, yeah, right on. So Jason Bowman, I didn't know him until yesterday, or even of him. I wasn't even paying attention to Kevin's ads because I was so busy doing what I do. But when I saw Kevin doing this, I was hopeful. So I said, okay, well, I'm going to make it my front and center thing. All of a sudden, people that are in my own group are going and posting on our Abby and Aiden flipped around the These Changing Times radio show, and we're seeing people in our own group going and posting this fucking what I think is disinformation about Kevin in the other groups on our fucking radio show. So that's calling into question our shit now. So just because we talk to Kevin, whether or not Kevin is an agent, I mean, sometimes people have people with them. Dr. Carly had Patrick Jordan with her for 2 years. I stopped listening to her. When she got rid of him, I came back and I supported her. She got a little ski whiff on me there again. I went away again. I still talk to her. I talked to her yesterday for an hour, but it doesn't mean I'm advertising her show until I think it's going to, because it always has to have, it can't impeach the credibility of the people that are going to go there or that refer them there. That, like if we refer her show to someone and they go and watch it and it's fucking got some asshole on it saying crap that's distractionary, then we're fucked. So we try to maintain an impeccable credibility. I know that.
Well, you know that's impossible to do. That's one of the staples of their plan is the fact that people make mistakes, and when they do, they can take advantage of them.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I made a mistake before. When I first got to Victoria, I hadn't been there since I was a little kid, except for to come and visit my dad and stuff. I was filming this fucking horrendous aerosol assault, and it was so bad all the time that when I was filming over toward Race Rocks, all I could see was blinking lights. So I thought, what the fuck? Hey, there's something right over there all the time, military ships. Because I'd zoom in on them and they look like ships. So I was like, fuck, they're there again today. I did that for 4 months. No one told me. Even Humphrey, who sails, he didn't fucking get it. He was like, what? Where are they? Oh, yeah. And then anyway, then he said something about Race Rocks. And I said, where are they? And he said, out there. And I was like, and I was trying to get his first mate, Ryan, to bring me out there in a boat, and he wouldn't go out because he said it wouldn't take them anything to sink us. Those people want to survive. They don't want to cause shit like I am. I'm in the fucking kamikaze section of the info war, so I expect to die here.